Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late July, early August 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Scorpio collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for us Scorpio gang here? Talk to me. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. And generally, a favorite of the Scorpios, right? Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What do you got? All right, yeah, very first shuffle. So there is a card of reminiscing showing up here, and this dude has a very interesting haircut, if I do say so myself. Right? It kind of reminds me of Hey Arnold, the cartoon, if you've ever seen it. And we'll talk about it. Notice he is reflecting into the past. This image here that's on the card is another card that's in the deck, so they kind of feed off each other. Before we really dive into that, because there is that link to the past, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about our friend here with the awesome hairdo. So you see him there, it looks like he's watching a movie, thinking back on times past, right? This card that shows up here is generally a similar vibe, where it's someone else that's thinking about the past or memories, reflecting. So a lot of you could be very reflective in this time, or there is some sort of link to the past that may come swinging back around. But with the other card that's depicted here, this is a person that's wanting to speak to this one. So there is that interesting connection of communicating or the past swinging back around here. Okay. I also like to add an extra meaning in here. A lot of you might be suffering from a little bit of boredom in this time. Not every Scorpio, but you might be finding yourself bored with what you watch, what you entertain yourself with, because to me this has movies and stuff like that. So you might be looking for new hobbies or new ways to entertain yourself. I feel like those are the two main things, the past and entertaining. Let's just put it to the side. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. So let's shuffle it up here for the Scorpio gang and see what's going on, my guides, please. So while we get this together, let's talk about last week's reading. And last week's reading was a bit of a doozy. If I do say so myself, it was titled A Big Mistake. And I was picking it up all over the energy that somebody might make a miscalculation, a misjudgment, or do something that they regretted. Okay, so hopefully I'm not wishing that on anybody, you know that, but there could have been someone around you that was having regrets or have made a boo-boo, right? So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, every reading is different. The energy is never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, right? Because it could be your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get you 3 cards, Scorpio. What do you got for us, my guides? Thank you. Okay, very giving type of energy right here up front, generous, equal. We have the 6 of Pentacles, big card of gift giving. I like this. It's a good way to start. Okay, let's just place it right there. We're going to keep it moving here. We're starting good. We're starting with action. Hey, we got the Knight of Cups. It's a card that could represent us, my friends. Let's get this here. It doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. That Knight of Cups is water sign energy to the maximum. Let's get you one more. Let's see what's up. I'm liking that we have this earth-water mixture so far. Okay. Could be looking at a lot of different subjects here, my friends. Okay, so we have the King of Swords right here on the back end, a bit different. So as you see, elementally, we're all mixed up. So we're going to have to talk about this, Scorpio. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously I have to state we got 2 cards, court cards, which could represent people or different energies that are affecting you in this time, especially one that could be literally us. Now in the front, very giving type of energy, all different suits that play off of each other. So it might be different areas of life. You get the point. But let's go through one by one. Position number 1, the 6 of Pentacles, generally a very good card. When I see it, I think of equality. I think of balance. This could sometimes have karmic connotations because it has the scale here. But generally, to me, this is a card that is just super charitable, giving, and loving. So in this time, maybe you're being more generous than you normally are. Maybe you're giving or receiving gifts. Sometimes this could be like surprises to me as well. But to me, I generally think of people that want to put their energy towards something. Okay, so whether it's people wanting to give their energy towards you or you finding something you want to put your energy towards. Very positive. And like I said, it could be surprises and gifts and stuff like that too. Usually it's a card of giving and receiving. Okay, very equal. Now, moving to the center, we got the Knight of Cups chilling. So as I already said in my simplistic style of reading, when we clarify this, it could represent something coming towards the Scorpio collective or a way you might be feeling. Aside from that, if you're not connected to another water sign, the Knight of Cups is the Prince Charming of the tarot deck. Lovey-dovey, smooth talker, right? This is a smooth operator type of energy. They're all communicators as well. So when we get the Knight of Cups, it could be communications or talking, someone saying all the right things. Just like all the other cup cards of the court variety, this could be creativeness. It could be artistic energy. So we love the Knight of Cups around here. Generally, he shows up a lot in love readings, okay? Now, this isn't specifically just a love reading. It could apply, but the Knight of Cups showing up here, you might be more lovey-dovey when he's here, right? A little softer to the touch. Now, moving to the back end, complete opposite of that energy, right? We have the King of Swords, not so lovey-dovey. Now, this could represent an air sign that you're connected to. Once again, doesn't matter male or female. Kings represent control of their suit. So what is the sword suit generally about? It's about the mental state and it's about communication. So notice this knight was moving towards this King of Swords. So there could be some sort of communication happening here. The King of Swords is very plan-based, very analytical. There's a determined energy here as well, but just like the Queen of Swords, this is no nonsense. This is no BS. Straightforward, what you see is what you get, honest to the point. That's in the positive. In the challenging side of this, it could be someone that's quite a bit cold, right? So we could see somebody shutting down energies that are coming towards them. If we look at the way this energy flows, all this energy flowing towards this one could be shutting things out, being cold, shutting people out, shutting things down. And as with all the court cards of the sword variety, I say that they are serious. So this could also represent a serious situation of some sort or a problem issue in general, or just somebody taking something seriously. So with all that being said, we have a lot to unpack here. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for Scorpio, please, my guys. And yeah, the fact that we have like court cards, if that's not people, that could be just different energies affecting you. But yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, which I'm sure there's a bunch of Scorpio readers out there, please feel free to play along. If you have any messages that you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's go in on that Six of Pentacles, even if you got messages for me. So let's see what's up with that Six of Pentacles here. Thank you. I mean, this is a stress relief here, my friends. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse here. Very similar to what I got in the Pisces reading. A lot of you, there could be someone or something coming in that like really lifts a burden from you. Okay, now usually the Eight of Swords to me is a card that feels trapped. It feels cornered. It feels like, okay, I'm going to have to lash out because I'm cornered and trapped here. It's also a card of anxiety, stress, nervousness. The good thing about it is that it's a fleeting energy. The fact that it shows up in reverse underneath the Six of Pentacles, there might be some sort of blessing coming in for a lot of Scorpios. Okay, like if you feel like you've been cornered back against the wall or something just hasn't been sitting right, it's been tough, it's been a struggle, it's been a grind. This is, I don't want to use like really airy-fairy type of words, but this feels almost miraculous type of energy where something pops in and is like, oh, thank God, that came at the right time. So a lot of you could be in for a surprise of some sort, okay? Like this could be monetary, it could be communication, because we do have communication going on here. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be someone or something coming in that's really going to lift a burden for you. And you might not see it coming. I mean, you're getting a heads up now, but this is something very positive and good coming in with this in reverse. Because to me, this is all about stress relief, a burden being lifted. And I absolutely love it. or feeling freed in some sort of way. So let's keep pressing forward. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Of course, it can mean other things, okay? Whether it's you hearing back from something, just, it's a blessing of some sort. Let's go in on that Knight of Cups. And yeah, it does feel like a gift of some kind. It feels good. I'll just leave it at that. Let's go in on that Knight of Cups. I mean, another beautiful card, my friends. We have the High Priestess in the upright underneath this Knight of Cups. You might really feel something in your bones, okay? Like, Scorpios are known, and, you know, I brag about it every week. I've already been doing it, but Scorpios are known for their intuition, knowing when something's off, knowing when something's not right, knowing when something's coming down the line. So when I see the High Priestess underneath a card that could represent Scorpio, yes, this could represent a Pisces or another water sign. These are two power cards for Scorpios in my style of reading. So your intuition, you might feel something in your bones, like feel it coming, feel it in the air, whatever it is, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm feeling it's more positive than negative, though. Now, the High Priestess does also tell me that I'm not going to go fully in on like the spiritual connotations of it, because there can be a lot. With the High Priestess in the upright, you might be extra sensitive to subtle energies in this time. The feelings and emotions of others, the ambient energies in places. Like, they might be affecting you in big ways, and I've been feeling that a lot. Like, this High Priestess has been showing up in a lot of the zodiac, and now it's showing up in Scorpio. That's when I have to raise an eyebrow, because everyone knows Scorpio is very in tune, feels things deeply. So just know that. For a portion of you, I feel like this is positive, though. I really do. So we have positive. We're going to see what this King has to say, because I've been getting that vibe since the very beginning that, like, this energy is approaching this one with positivity, and this might stonewall it. Let's not go there just yet, but we're going to see what's up with that King of Swords. So far, I'm feeling good things. I'm feeling a possible surprise. I'm feeling good things coming down the pipeline. Let's see if that stays the same. Let's go in on that King of Swords. Because like I said, that could be very stern, the opposite of water sign energy. That card flop, yeah. Ooh, what is this? We got the Devil in the upright underneath this King of Swords. Scorpio, there might be a very particular individual that you need to keep your eyes on here. Okay, and I wasn't expecting to get that in this reading. I absolutely was not. The Devil could just represent a Capricorn that you're connected to. Okay, a Capricorn that's being a little bit cold. But when I see it under a card like the King of Swords, if you don't have like a toxic connection to an air sign, this is a specific warning about a person, because I've been feeling it since the beginning, that this energy, this giving energy, this surprising, like giving, moving towards this King of Swords energy is like shutting it down. Okay, so some of you might run into a brick wall of some sort, or this is somebody right here on the back end, to me, intuitively, that doesn't have the best intentions. Okay, like whatever it is, whether it's they're using you for something, or they want to make your life more difficult, whatever it might be. There might be someone in your sphere that you really need to keep an eye on, and if that resonates, you already know who I'm talking about. Doesn't have to be an air sign, doesn't have to be a Capricorn. When we see the Devil, we see possible obsessions. When we see the Devil, we think of toxicity, we think of just really rough and tough energy, completely opposite from this High Priestess. Okay, so like you might be in a trance. Like, I don't even want to fully go down this route, but some of you might be entranced by a person, okay, where you don't quite see it, which is a very rare thing for Scorpios, okay? But if someone around you warns you about another person, take heed, all right? There might be a very specific individual, especially if they're like usually stone cold serious, or there's just something cold about them. If you feel that, you need to be aware of a very specific person right here on the back end. That's what I'm going to say, because remember, this King of Swords could also be a planner. Like, this could be someone that's making plans, strategizing, putting their chess pieces in place. So you never want to be part of someone else's game. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, Scorpio, because that was like a blind-sided left hook right on the back end, kind of, because I was getting little inklings of it. But if you look in the box here, position number 1, we have the 6 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords in reverse. This feels very positive. So we're starting in a positive way. I did feel for some of you, it's something that relieves pressure, okay, where a burden comes off your shoulders. It could be a surprise or a gift or something that you may have been waiting for comes in, and it's like, all right, I feel much better now. I feel looser, which is good energy. depending on if it's coming from this back end energy, right? Because someone might be like cozying up to you in some sort of way, bribing you. In the center, we have the Knight of Cups with the High Priestess in the upright. You might feel something in your gut. You might feel something in your bones, right? Your intuition could be extra sensitive in this time, and you could be feeling things, and you could be feeling what I'm picking up right here on the back end. But just know that your energies might be influenced by the energies around you in this time, people, places, and things. Moving to the center, and I felt this good energy moving towards this one, but this stone wall, right? Like, this is not the same vibe as the rest of this. We have the King of Swords with the Devil in the upright. Somebody might be planning something or being strategic or using or whatever it might be. It feels toxic, and it feels like you should be warned. And even if you don't see it, even if you're entranced by someone or something, if someone you're close to warns you about a person, take heed, please. So take a screenshot of that, and that is Spirit saying, like, listen, just, and I don't have to say that in a Scorpio reading, right? Scorpio is generally very self-aware, but just beware of a certain particular individuals in your midst. Let's get a shadow card here. That was such an odd way to switch the energy, but let's get you one shadow card. Let's see what's in the shadows. Maybe it'll link into the reading, but you know I always like to pull a shadow at the very end. It's introspective, and sometimes it links with the reading, sometimes it's just something within us. Let's see what's in the shadows for Scorpio, please. What is it? All right, thank you. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Watch your money in this time, Scorpio. Okay, make sure you're budgeting. Keep what is important to you very close. When we have the Ten of Pentacles in the shadows, I mean, once again, this is a very positive card about your end goals, your happy endings, your completions. So I'm not going to give a completely bad meaning to the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you might just be having issues within the household or within family. It could be that simple. You might have a rough history with family members and stuff like that. But the Ten of Pentacles can also be stubborn. So in this time, make sure you're being flexible, right? Like, don't be too set in your ways. Don't be too proud. Spirit might be asking you to be flexible when the Ten of Pentacles is here. But I also got that vibe. I have to tell a lot of Scorpios, watch your finances, watch your money, watch your material assets in this time. Like, make sure you're doing right by them and make sure everything is proper when this card shows up. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.